He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Huskies! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Iowa State's offense will take the field for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Still looking, on the move. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. At the 40, there he goes. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Washington right back to the line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is tackled down at the
1st down for this offense.
The Washington offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you bet.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Washington wants to go quickly. On 3rd down, going up top. Dances away to buy time. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll try the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little screen to the running back. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Handoff from the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. The toss to the outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This guy's just playing like an All-American his last couple of games out now. Last game he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a crease. It's London. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Mark down at the 42. 2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Running to the left. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
The give to the tailback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll try the left side. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Using his legs to buy some time. At the 35, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoo up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Using his feet to buy time. Escapes the sack. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Iowa State! Reeled it in and just made the house call. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
16, Iowa State
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. On the ground, it's London. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed. And that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone's trying to be a me guy, a hero, get the stat, maybe get the sack, get upfield. But you've got to play team defense. 11 guys doing their job. They did not get it done there.
The play action fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Washington right back to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much in the roughing the passer penalty. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Wide open downfield. And he'll be brought down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Cyclones looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He'll throw on third down. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Here comes the offense on first down. They want to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And down he goes back at the 3.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll go to the ground. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag on the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun. Dances away from the heat. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll line up for a second down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Right back to the well. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
Washington sends out the punt team. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Power football with the run. He's loose at the 15. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Cyclones will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Washington wants to go quickly.
2nd down coming up.
Give to the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He looks that one in nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets away. He'll heave it deep. Snags it down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the counter. Hard running there. At the 45, on his way. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top. He makes the connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Getting some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to him on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Washington sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got out of trouble and throws. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. On second down, they'll take to the air. Looking to buy time. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. On the move at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough space. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He wants to throw here on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. It's London. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Bulls his way forward. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Vanderbilt opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're trying to get to it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires toward the target. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Coming after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on second down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.